I hope you all are able to see my screen. Am I audible?
Yes, Samir. Guys,
Okay,
use the chat
so
box. So it will be a very interactive session. So if you have any doubts, questions, please use the chat box. If you have any issues with his audio or video, please use the chat box. So we'll help you out. Okay.
okay, guys. Hello, myself Samir, and I'm here to take your time, not a lot, a little bit of time to share my knowledge on video editing. As Arun has given an introduction, I don't want to waste time. I'll just quickly give a short intro. I've worked in Bahubali, Vishwarubam, Pacific Rim, and many more movies. And okay, so let's get straight into the topic. So today the session is going to be video editing, right? So as we all know, video editing is simple. We edit the videos, right? That is all. What we have been taught, what we have been seeing is video editing is nothing but editing the videos, trim it, cut it, make it as a add a music, and export it as a video. So that is video editing, right? But it is a small part of video editing, but there are various methods, various techniques, various aspects involved in this video editing. That is what we are going to see today. So one such thing is the very important thing for video editing is frame rate. uh, are you guys aware of this fps? Have you guys play a game and you find fps, frame rate per second? So FPS is nothing but for 1 second video, we will have 24 frames. So this frame is nothing but a picture. So 24 pictures make a 1 second video. Imagine how many frames will be there for a complete movie. So for 1 second, it is 24 frames per picture. And as a video editor, you guys will be working as per frames. You will not be working for the durations. You will be working on particular frames. So that is how the job for a video editor is given. They will be given, for example, 3000 frames, 5000 frames. So we charge as per the frames. So we uh, quote our rates as per the like, for each frame, approximately people may charge 15 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees based on the work involved in that particular frame. So for your information, we have 24 frames per second, and that is what we use in India. And in various countries, in various productions, they use multiple frame rates per second. And to give you a short insight, this frame rates play a very important role in your slow motion videos. I hope everyone are using the smartphone, and almost every smartphone has a slow motion option. So when you click this, when you turn on your slow motion, just see on the top you will find 960 frames frame rate, 240 frame rate, 120 frame rate. So you will find the difference. What is the like, you will find the difference in the outputs. What is exactly the frame rate? The more frame rate you have, the more slow it will be. The more less frame rate you will have, more fast the video will be, and it will be choppy. Okay. So next important topic is aspect ratio. I hope you all are aware of this portrait and landscape mode. So these are the two modes which is widely used in all the industries and all the videos and all the pictures sort of things. But the aspect ratio has a major thing to do with the video. Imagine you're playing a video shot in your phone and you wanted to play it on your 70 movie screens. Will it be possible? No, right? Because in the corners you will have some blank space. Okay, earlier days we used to have a small square TVs. For example, if you try to open your parents' wedding videos or any old videos or any old black and white movies, the aspect ratio will be 4:3. That is a square ratio that is the ratio for the older TVs. Then it came 1:66:1. Then the universal format 16:9, which is the landscape mode, which we use for HD televisions, and all the videos which we play on the phone, in the laptops, on the TVs, is all 16:1. And if you vertically inverted, it will be 9:16. That will be your portrait mode, which is highly used in former apps named as TikTok, currently as Reels, Hello, all these stuffs apps use 9:16 ratios. Okay, so this aspect ratio is a very important thing. As a video editor, you should know. Many people fail in this aspect ratio. They don't set the aspect ratio properly, and then the output time they face a lot of problems while exporting the videos and matching the screens. Okay, so the movie screens aspect ratio is 2:39:1. Okay, that is the 70 screen. Okay, so let's get into the main topic of the editing. So as we all know, video editing is cutting the frames and joining. As I said, we will be not working as seconds or minutes, we will be working as frames in video editing, right? So there are two major concepts in editing. One such as linear editing. So as we know, linear editing, I'm sure that many of you don't know what is linear video editing, but let me cut it down for you. Linear editing is nothing but the editing process used in olden days where there was no computers, no software, such things. So they used to manually cut the frames. Earlier days, our cameras used to be a roll, digital, not a digital roll, the film roll. You see, if you click a picture, it will be in a negative. You have to wash it. You do all such kind of chemical stuffs, and then you will get your uh, photo exported, right? Same follows for the videos also. The video roll will have the video captured pictures in like frames in a roll. If they want to cut it, they will simply cut the rolls, and then they will merge the strip together, and they will play it in this device. So that is the linear editing. But we are so lucky this generation, we are using non-linear editing. Non-linear editing is what we are going to talk about today. So non-linear editing is a form of offline editing for video, audio, and image editing, right? So that means we will be working in softwares named as Premiere Pro, FCP, Avid. There are so many softwares. The concept is same, but the branch and the companies are different. Okay, so that is the difference between the linear editing and a non-linear editing. So guys, are you clear? Are you guys catching up, or should I slow down? Can you just put it on the chat box, please, so that it will be easy for me to know whether. Okay, thank you. Fine. Okay, so I have talked about this linear editing and non-linear editing. So let me break it down to you. There is, apart from this working in this, films, televisions, ads, commercials, and all these stuffs, we use non-linear editing method, right? Which is we will be having a production phase. We will be recording the videos. We will be copying it on our systems, and then we will be working on the software. So that is non-linear editing. There is also one more. There is also one more major concept involved in the editing, and which is many people are not aware of the this editing, mainly because of the efforts of these guys are not well known. One such thing is called as the broadcast editing. So what is this broadcast editing? You guys have any idea what is this broadcast editing is? Can you please put it on the chat box? Yeah, anyone is aware of this broadcast editing, or shall I move on? Okay. So I'll tell you what this broadcast editing is. Have you guys watched this live matches, like live cricket matches, live sports matches, and live events, all these stuff? There will be a guy who will be in charge of editing the multiple cameras videos, and he is the head to decide which camera should come on which frame till for what duration. Okay, so that is the toughest job, trust me. He has to select the videos on spot. There is no time for multiple choices for him to decide what shot to be where and all this stuff. Like, they have a certain protocols to follow. So the broadcast editing is nothing but when you edit it for the live matches or live events, on spot editing. Like, there will be no editing. You have to just pick the camera, and you have to put it in the software, and it will telecast on your screen. So, having a multiple camera setups and multiple camera outputs, you have to decide what camera should be where. So that is broadcast editing, and this broadcast editors do a great job. We will not know how it is going on, but that is the toughest to do. And one such software is OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. Hopefully, we will not be covering about this software today in today's session. The time plays a very crucial role over here. So are you guys clear of the linear, non-linear aspect ratios, frame rate per second, broadcast editing, and all? Can you explain linear? Okay, Ankush, I'll go one more time for you. See, linear editing is nothing but you will have the film rolls. You have to manually cut your film rolls with the scissors. You have to paste it together, and you have to play it on the deck, which we were using on the older days, not me, my forefathers. Okay. So they will, this in the movie theaters, we'll have that film rolls, which will come on the first day of the release. They will do this puja and all those stuff. Then it will go to the operator room. So those things are done with the linear editing, not software editing. Okay, I hope it's clear now. So you have to cut, join it. That's it. Okay, guys. So I'm going to take you through this one of the editing software. Of course, there are many softwares. So my topic, I will be teaching you on Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope everyone are aware of this Adobe product. Like, they are the masters. They are the leading service provider in our creative industry, right? So Adobe Premiere is a video editing software from the Adobe group. And films edited with Premiere Pro is so many movies, like almost many movies are edited in Adobe Premiere Pro. Like, there are many softwares. So to name a few, Gone Girl is edited in Premiere Pro, Deadpool, Terminator, Superman Returns, and Monsters. So these were the movies edited in Premiere Pro. It is not the only movies edited in the Premiere Pro. There are so many movies. If I add all of them in the slides, then it is going to be infinity slides. Of course, I don't want to bore you, so I'm going to cut it short here. Okay, so let's get into the software. So as you guys can see, this is my Premiere Pro software. Like, this is the interface. The interface is very, very, very simple. As you guys can see, it has divided into 4 partitions. Okay, so the first this is the UI of the Adobe Premiere Pro, right? So this is the project panel. As we know, project panel is where we have a library. All your videos should be imported here, and from here we will take it to the timeline. So I'll tell you the process. If you want, you can note down, or you can memorize it well, because it is a very pretty simple procedure. So at first, we need something to edit, right? So we have to find that video. Okay, we have to import it by either clicking it over here. You will have import option. You can even right click it to import, or you can simply drag and drop the video. So as I dragged and dropped, this is my video. It is in the timeline project panel, right? So I have multiple videos in my project panel. So as many as videos you want, you can add. The more videos, the more mess your project panel is going to be, right? So on the top left corner, this is the source video panel. So the first step, when I imported my video, this is going to be my video, imported videos, playback reference. So once I click this play button, the video I imported is going to play, right? I can pause it, I can play, I can rewind, I can do all the crazy stuffs here. So this is a source view timeline viewer, right? Next is the FX control panel. So I simply have to select the video. So the FX controls are over here, like moving, scaling, rotation, all these stuffs, which I'll be talking more about in upcoming things. This is the audio mixer. So once I play my audio, the audio levels will be showing here, right? So this is this panel. And coming back to the right one, right side to layout. So this is my timeline. So this timeline is an important thing where we will be playing with our video. So you have to just, so this is my fresh timeline. You can create your timeline by clicking this icon over here. You have to select your sequence. Okay. So as soon as you create your timeline, there are multiple aspect ratios. As I was talking about the aspect ratio earlier, these are the different sizes and these are the different aspect ratios. Okay, one such thing is the universal things which we use is this HD and the mobile devices. Okay, this is for the iPod and this is for the normal stiff format, like normal screens. Okay, so universally we use this 1080, which is full HD. 720 is our half HD. To be very precise, it is 1080 is nothing but 1920 into 1080. That is how you download your HD videos, and 720 is nothing but 1080 into 720. So basically that is the pixels. I hope pixels have been covered in the yesterday's session. So for the persons who are not attended yesterday's session, pixels is nothing but the the squares which you see on the screen. Millions of pixels forms an image. So all the things are pixels. Your mobile displays, all the digital screens are made up of pixels. Okay, so there are many aspect ratios, many sizes, many camera sources from where our video is being imported, and how we are going to edit the video and how we are going to export the video. So I'm going to select the 1080, which is full HD, and this 24 is my 24 frame rate per second. So I'll have 24 frames per second in this format. I'll have 25 over here and I have 30 over here. So it's up to you to decide what kind of video you're going to make. So I'm going to stick with the 24, which is universal in India, and in abroad countries they use 25. In PAL systems they use 30 frame rates per second. So let's have it as demo. So I have created my timeline. So this is my timeline. If you see, I have video layers, I have audio layers. So basically I'm going to drag and drop my video layers and the audio layers, which I'm going to use here. One such video is I'm going to use this video. So I'm simply dragging and dropping the video here. So wherever you want, you can put the video. If I'm putting the video here, it will go and sit in that particular duration. If you see on the top, this is the duration. And so I have so you will get one pop-up box in all the softwares like this, something called the clip does not match with the sequence. So remember, we created a sequence of 1080, and the problem over here is the downloaded video is of 720, which is half HD. So if I give this keep existing settings, my video is going to be full. I mean, my sequence is going to be full, but my video will be in half. But if I change it to the change sequence settings, so my sequence settings will be converted into the 720. So it will not be the same as it is the video, right? Okay, so the video is here. So now I can play my video to see what is happening here. Okay, so when I play the video, can you guys see the bars here? So this is the audio bar, the frequency of the audio. So over here we can see the frequency of the audio. It is slowly fading in, and in the middle it is top.
Excuse me, Sami,
Rate is high.
Sami,
Yeah.
Few people are unable to hear you.
Can you guys hear me properly?
Guys, please tell whether you can hear him properly.
I guess majority of them are able to hear me. Guys who are not able to hear me, kindly check your internet connections. Problem is not with my voice or my connection, it's with you guys. Can you please rectify it so that we can get into the session? Ankush, is my voice breaking now? Is it still breaking?
No, you are audible. It's clear.
Okay, done.
Ankush, what you can do is you can just leave and reconnect with the meeting.
As you say. Okay, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
I hope yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys, so this is our audio bars. So that means our audio is working fine and it is not blasting my ears. So you can check the levels here. If something is going above this 0, means your voice is literally screwing your ears. So make sure that your audio level doesn't go beyond the 0. Okay. So as we all know, the simple thing in the video editing is cutting, trimming, adding music, exporting, right? So, so these are the tools for your Premiere Pro. As I said, Premiere Pro is a very simple concepted software which is video editing. The main purpose is to edit your video, not to add effects and stuff. For all the effects, we have individual software named as After Effects. Okay, so over here the tools is just related to your video cutting, trimming, and all the parts like add text and all. So one such tool is this razor tool. So it will look like a blade, and as I told in earlier days, they used to cut it with the scissors and the special equipments for the cutting the frame. So they are sticking with the same. Now I'm going to cut off this text part. So simply I'm going to click this tool, or I can use the shortcut key C to select this tool, and I'm going to cut it on my timeline where I want to cut. For example, I want to cut here. This is where my video is starting. I'm identifying it through the audio. Okay, so if you want to see where your video is starting, you can simply drag and drop your you can scroll this bar. Sometimes it will show you the see. So over here it is showing us the output, or if you don't want, you can have it like this. So I'm cutting the video and audio here. Now I'm going to select the video, delete, select the audio, delete, and I'm going to fill this space. So I can press the delete button to delete it, or I can click here and delete. It will automatically move up here, or I can right click, ripple, delete. So ripple is nothing but the space involved over here. So this is known as the ripple. So I'm deleting the ripple space. Okay, so my first frame is going to be this, and my video will start from here, right? So if I want to have multiple cuts, I can I just have to cut randomly. I don't want this part. Delete, 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 delete. Now when I play from here, right, this video is made in such a way that there are multiple monuments of Great Chennai. The editor has taken the video, imported in our screen, took it to the timeline, what all videos he wants, he has cut it to the proper duration, and he has merged it. So in this way, this video has come out. You see, it's just the monuments. So it has to do more with the cinematography. Of course, it is the cinematographer who gives us the shot, but as an editor, you have to make sure it goes smooth. Okay, so this is one way of editing your videos in the timeline. There is also one more way where you can import your videos through your source panel itself. So I'll play my video here. This is the method I guess many of you were using in the mobile apps, mobile video editing apps. So you just have to simply select from where you want to start. So the video is starting from here. So if I want to start my video from here, I'm going to simply have this mark in icon, which is the shortcut is I. So once I press this I over here, my marker is in, and if I want to cut the video till here, then I'm going to press O, which is the close bracket. So this video is selected. Now I can simply drag and drop this one. It will import only the video, or I can drag and drop this one, which will import only the audio. But if I want both, then I have a option, something called insert, which is the shortcut key is comma. Once I press it, my video is here, and I've selected one more, random, insert, one more, insert, one more, insert. Like I can, you know, increase, decrease my length and input. So this is how few people use this method. Few people edit it over here. It's all up to us. So you have to arrange this timeline properly. So one such thing is this one. If you see, so as I am into sports federation, I work a lot for Indian team. So one such video is this one. So I have an opening video over here, and I have a so as I told, it is a layer-based software. So these are the different layers, like video 1, video 2, video 3. Imagine you are having a 3 books of same sizes. Okay, if you are going to place the 3 same books of the same size on one top of above, obviously the below book will not be visible, right? But if you have the books in a different sizes, okay, and if you're going to place a bigger book on the top of that, you're going to have a slight smaller one, and on top of that one more a slight smaller one, then all your 3 books will be visible for one point of time, right? So that is the concept of the layers here. So you will be having a background layer which will be on the full screen, and this is the logo where I have placed it here, which is, you know, the shot. Of course, this is all a PNG format. If I keep an image here, for example, this is an image, so I have placed an image here, and you know, below this image of my background image, it will not be visible because I have hidden the back part. But if I use the PNG format, which is for the digital format, the background will not be, you know, it will be a white, you will have a transparent background, so you can see through your layer. So these are the layers. So this is how you set your layers, and you have to edit your video. So this is of like a small video that I had to do. So your play and pause button is space, or you can use this button over here, play and toggle. So as I told, you see, this is a shot played, and this is the next camera angle, and there are multiple camera guys here and one camera on top, and there are cameras here, right? So this is a job of a broadcast editor who decides this is a footage of a live match, like live Commonwealth games which India won. So there were multiple camera setups, and that guy had to decide which camera should be used where. So as soon as she has finished herself, the camera changes. So this is the job of a broadcast editor. So I'm going to cut it short. So in between, I have added a image where the players are talking to the coach. Due to the voice, I hope you guys will not be able to hear this video voice, so kindly bear with me. So I've used the image for the voiceover stuff, and then they are winning. And then I'm going to have another video, so I'm going to cut my video here and placing my video on top of it, or you can even keep it here because you don't have any video below. If I'm keeping this video here, then of course this bottom video is going to get covered. You see, these are the multiple track layers. So the audio track layers, as you see, there are 3 different audio tracks. So this is how you play, and these are the transition effects which we put for the audio and video. So one such things, you can find it over here in the effects panel. In the effects panel, we have presets, which is inbuilt, and you will have many plugins or templates. Again, this is the metric presets where we have the color tones and stuff. So these are the audio effects. You can play with your audio. This is the transition. So difference between the effects and a transition is transition is nothing but it will, fade the 2 videos. For example, from one in the trailer shots, you will find the video will black out and the next video will pop up. So that exactly is transition. And the effects is the color correction, the tone of the video. So all those things comes in the effects. So these are the difference between the effects and transitions. So it's simple. You have to just drag, drop, keep it here. So if you see, this video is fading and this video is coming. So this is a simple transition. Okay, so this is how we edit the videos. So there are many examples. So if you see over here, I have multiple track layers. One is match video, one is referees audio, one is the music, one is the sound effects. So mixing of all these layers and bringing it as one single output is video editing. Okay, so as you all know, as you all are aware of, the video editing, cutting, trimming, and joining music is video editing. But there are even other things which many of you guys don't know how hard the video editing, how competitive this field is. There is one major, like we can also do the green mat removal, which you will be knowing in upcoming slides. The other mentor will be taking you through all those stuff. So there are multiple things in video editing involved. One small thing is this one. So apart from this, we have something called color correction, color grading, the DI, digital interfacing. So the color correction is very important for all the videos. If you see the color tone of this video, the color tone will be even. For example, imagine this video, this cinematographer has shot this video in one single day. Okay, in Marina, he's shooting it at 10 o'clock, and he's shooting this ribbon building at 12 o'clock. Don't we have the change in the lighting? Of course, 10 o'clock the sun will be somewhere, and at 12 o'clock the sun will be somewhere, and we will have a different sunlight shading. So in the video, you cannot have a different lighting. If it is a single video, if you are going to present it as in a professional level, then you have to bring it in a single color tone, and depending on the mood of your video. So the color correction plays an important role, and one such thing is this. We have an option to color correct, guys, and to inform you. Sorry. So this aspect ratio is 1:1 for Instagram videos. So when I drag and drop this video and I keep existing settings, my video is setting up to this 1:1 ratio. It means my side part is getting cut, right? So I can select this video, go to the FX control, and I can reduce my scale size. Means in this 1:1 ratio, I'm reducing my video size, and I can move the positionings of the video. I can have multiple, like 2 different videos, and one in the top and one in the bottom, like this. So all these things we do it over here in this FX control. I can scale it, I can rotate it, I can reduce the opacity. Opacity is nothing but the visibility of the video. I can increase the speed, I can decrease the speed, I can make it as a slow-mo. You see, I can go to the speed and duration. I can make it as a slow-mo, means it is adding up the frames. So it is going to be slow here. Okay, so these things I can do over here. Okay, coming back to color correction. Okay, so in the color correction panel, I have basic color correction. So for your purpose, I'll just change the the sliders. It is very simple. You have to just move the sliders, but you need to know a knowledge of where you should stop your slider. You cannot have avatar blue in all over your screen. You're not editing in avatar movie, right? So these is very important when you need to have knowledge on your color psychology. Each color represents a mood. So you have to keep your color tones according to your moods. So you can have this temperature, you can have a tint over the layer, the exposure, the light, for the concept which I was talking about. The videographer would have shot the video 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock is a very bad time for the shooting, but still there will be no option for the editor to match it. So one such thing you have to, for example, this is the 12 o'clock footage. I have to make it look like a 8 o'clock footage. So what will I do? I have to reduce my exposure. So these kind of things we have to do. And increasing the contrast. Contrast is your blacks. So basically I'm increasing my blacks I'm reducing my blacks. The highlights are the whites. So I'm increasing my whites and reducing the shadows. If I don't want the shadows, I'll just pull it off. If I need the shadows, I want to give a shady look, I have to bring the shadows more. And these are the whites and the blacks. Okay, so this is the basic color correction, and these are the tools where we like extended version for the color corrections. So an FX panel, audio panel. There are so many panels based on your outputs. So this is how we do the video editing. If you think that trimming, adding the audio, exporting the video is just a job of procedures, so many things to take care of while doing a video editor. And one such thing is the video editor, and we have a lot to do with the Premiere Pro. So I hope I was able to cover hell a lot of topics in the given time. So thank you so much. Over to you, Arun.
Awesome, Samir. Thanks for your presentation. And you have few questions there. We can just address those questions.
Yes.
And guys, if you have any
What
other
is the first
questions
question?
related to the Premiere Pro, you can just use the comment box and ask Samir. The first question from is Ankush Ghosh. He is asking about to create a slow-mo here, and Jatin is asking about to cut somewhere in middle of the video.
Okay, so Ankush, to take up your question, if you want to create a slow-mo video here, let me cut it down straight for you. You are not creating video here, you are editing a video here. Means if you want to create a slow-mo video, you need to shoot a slow-mo video, which means you need to have a higher frame rate of a video. You need to shoot a video which is of higher frames. If you fail to do it, of course you can do it in the software, but it will not be as smooth as you're shooting it there. Okay, so it is simple. I have this footage. The total video of this footage is 2 seconds, right? If I want to make it as a slow-mo, means I'm going to make it as 4 seconds. So simply I'm going to decrease my speed. Now if you see, my video is of 6 seconds. It was somewhere to 223. 223 into 2 will make it as somewhere close to 510. Okay, so my video is slow, but if you notice, there is going to be a chop in between, means frames are missing, so it is literally dragging my video. So this is not recommended, but in such cases you have to go with it. So
actually.
oh guys, I'm extremely sorry. Okay, can you see my screen now, right? I hope you can. Okay, so this video is of 2 minutes 23 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to make it as a slow motion. I'm going to go for the speed. I'm going to make it as 50. So it is literally dragging the video. When I play the video, it is going to have a choppy feel. Can you see a delay? Can you see a lag in the video? It is stopping playing, stopping playing, stopping playing. Means there is no frames there. It is just dragging and pulling the frames. Okay, if you took the video on drone, what software should we use? There are multiple things to edit your drone footages. There are you can directly import your drone footages here, or you can import whatever software you want. So it's not a problem. Okay, so if you want to cut the part in the middle video, okay, so I'm going to cut the part in the middle video. I hope I have explained this, but one more time I'll do it for you. So this is the middle of the video. I'm going to use the razor tool, which is C, cut, chop, chop. Select it, delete it, and you're done. Okay, so in some YouTube videos, there will not be a blank space at the corner. How to do it? In some YouTube videos, there will not be blank spaces at the corner. You mean the cinema scope, the blank space on the top and the bottom? So the cinema scope is used to give it that the theater look. You can manually add it your cinema scope. You can just simply download the cinema scope and you can use it on the top of the layer of your video. it possible to export 4K videos in Premiere Pro? Of course, it is possible to export 4K videos in Premiere Pro, Harish. Is there any free alternate for After Effects? Um, Gabriel, we do have many free alternatives for After Effects. One such thing is you can try with this Affinity. They have exactly the copy of all the Adobe products. You can use the affinities for your stuffs. Is Final Cut Pro available for Windows? Bhuvan, what question is this, man? You're asking. Uh, it's like will bus fit in a car? It's not possible, right? So Final Cut Pro will not be available for Windows. It is exclusive for Mac, but you can you know copyright like you can boot your Windows as Mac OS and you can do it. There are possible ways. If we have vector frames in JPEG format, what software do you suggest to make a video of them? If you have vector frames in JPEG format, I am not getting this question, but let me see. Oh, Bhuvan Patel left. I am sorry, Bhuvan. I'm no meant to hurt your feelings, but I'm sorry. Vector frames in JPG format. Of course, you can directly import the images. Also, there are multiple ways for your images. Your videos is actually a like JPEG sequence. You can even import your JPEG sequence here. To go to your project panel, I have something called import. When I press this import, there is something called this image sequence. So when I tick this, means I'm going to import JPEG formats over here. Does Premiere Pro available on all laptops? Yes, I mean Premiere Pro is available in all the laptop, but certain specifications is required in terms to have a better performance of your software. How to edit 4 different video in one frame? You can edit 4, 7, 10 different video in one single frame. As I told, you just have to play it with your layers panel. So I have one video here. So I'm reducing this quality, this video, and I'm having this video here. So as I told, it's matter of the layers. So you just have to play around with your layers. So you can fit as many as videos you want. Can you make a GIF on this software? Of course, I can make a GIF on this software. I can. So one big thing which I forgot to tell you is exporting the video. So once you're done with the editing, you can export your video by pressing Control M. It's a shortcut. So over here, you will have different formats to take your video outputs. One such thing is GIF. You can take your video output as GIF, so it will give you as a GIF. Okay. So basically, we use H264, which is 1080, and you have to just press the export. So yeah. Any more questions?
Guys, any more questions related to Premiere Pro? Can we move on to Final Cut Pro?
Okay, thank you all. Over to you, Arun.
Yes. The sound editing is also possible for videos.
Of course, you can do sound editing also, but Adobe, at the end of the day, he is business. For him, it's business. So he has a different software for audio editing, which is Audition, which is completely for audio editing. You can edit the videos like audios here, but preferably you can use Audition if you want to, or even you can stick up with the Premiere Pro audio editing. So it's same. The bottom layers are for the audios and the above layers are for the videos.
And what is the aspect ratio and dimension for cinematic scope videos?
So the dimension for your like the aspect ratio will be 16:9. You need to have your video of 16:9, and there you have to have the cinema scope according to you. There are multiple cinema scopes. There is quarter, half, so you can your video.
And
Required laptop specification for smooth performance. someone is asking for.
Yeah, required laptop specification for smooth performance of Premiere Pro.
So Premiere Pro is not going to eat up a lot of your RAM and graphic card. So you can use i3 processor with 4 GB RAM and at least 512 graphic card or 2 GB graphic cards. This is a least specification for your laptop for working Premiere Pro alone.
Pratish, you can continue.
Yeah, thank you, Arun, for a great intro of mine. So, and thank you, Sami, for a great presentation on Premiere Pro. You have lessened my work by giving your presentation. Thank you for that. And I was scared that you're going to take my work also, but you didn't do that. And thank God for that.
I don't eat others' work, Pratish. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get into the thing. So,
Guys, is Pratish's screen visible
and
to everyone?
is my screen visible to everyone?
Guys, please use the comment box if you have any issues.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So am I audible for you guys? And is my screen visible?
Yes, Pratish.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Pratish Kevin Daniel. So today, it's nice to meet you all, guys. And I'm very happy to see so many people are interested in such skill-based sessions. And today, I'm going to take Final Cut Pro for you guys. So some people might not know what is Final Cut Pro. So, uh, does anyone know what is Final Cut Pro? Uh, if anyone doesn't know, just let me know.
Guys, use the comment box, be interactive. So this would be really interesting. So guys, use the comment box, comment if you know or
yeah, you can comment me on the comment box if you doesn't know. Okay. So the Final Cut Pro is nothing but editing software. So, but some people might not know about Final Cut Pro because it's only for Apple users. It is designed for Apple. So it's not that familiar as Premiere Pro or Avid or any other softwares like that. So Final Cut Pro. So there are many softwares like SDC, video editing, and Pinnacle, Avid, Vegas Pro, and for mobiles also there are some video editing softwares like KineMasters, InShot, and iMovies. So we don't need to go to that and all. So what is Final Cut Pro and how Final Cut Pro came into the industry? So Final Cut Pro was first introduced by Macromedia. So Macromedia was a software development company which usually created many softwares like it's also tied up with Adobe. So they usually create most of the Adobe softwares also, and they created the Final Cut Pro first. But Apple saw that Macromedia is creating unique software. So Apple took over the Final Cut Pro software from Macromedia and they developed it and they gave some updates and changes and they used it as their own software and they launched it as Final Cut Pro at the end. So this is the origination of Final Cut Pro, how Final Cut Pro is developed and how the Apple launched the Final Cut Pro. So Final Cut Pro as used in many films, many familiar films like Parasite, like Rings, X-Men, or Wolverine Origins, and John Carter, and Kubo, especially Kubo. Kubo is a stop motion film, so you can also edit in stop motion. So many people doesn't know what is stop motion, I think so. Does anyone know what is stop motion is?
what is stop motion? Could I answer, Patish?
Yeah. Yeah, but please don't take over my class.
Let
So,
others answer.
yeah. So the stop motion is basically is working with frames. Like let me show you. So yeah, the stop motion is something like if you want to create an animated stop motion video, like you're going to work for single frames, like Samir explained you in the beginning. So it's about working on a frame, single frame, so into creating some more frames into a video. So there will be an action in a single frame, and there will be another action on another frame too. So uh, all the actions will be combined, and uh, it will be showcased as an film. So that is called as stop motion. So everything comes under the frame. Yeah. So there are too many films which are edited by Final Cut Pro, but we don't need to go in depth in those concepts. So these are some films which are so too familiar, which are edited by Final Cut Pro X. So let's get into the software. I don't want to just bore you guys by just giving you some histories and blah 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 like that. So let's get into the software and let me show you some things interesting. So mm, let me open Final Cut Pro. So yeah, so this is Final Cut Pro. This is the UI of the Final Cut Pro. So you can see there is a timeline over here. So this is Final Cut Pro's timeline, and there is an inspector over here. When you upload a video, you might have some idea. Yeah. So today I'm going to show you something like have you guys know about barrel roll uh, shots? Like there are some movies called like Inception. I think Inception is a great example for the barrel roll 360 shots. So in Inception, but they shot the barrel roll. They shot the 360 barrel roll. So let me show you, for example. So you might get some idea what is a 360 barrel roll. So this is called as a 360 barrel roll, but this is not an edited video. This is basically shot by a camera, and this is a shot. Yeah, this is called a 360 barrel roll shot. So this can be done by a camera and a gimbal, which rolls the whole camera in 360 degrees. So this is called 360 barrel roll. So what am I going to do now is I'm going to create in a steady video. I'm going to create a barrel roll shot through editing. So what am I going to do is I'm just going to export a video. In Final Cut Pro, exporting a video is, importing a video is really very easy. You can just drag the video and just put it over here. Put it over here in the timeline. It just comes on the timeline. So this is the video which I'm going to work on. I'm going to make a 360 barrel roll. So what am I going to do now is, so you can see there's a video, right? So, and in the video there are some waveforms over here. These are called as the Yeah, so these waveforms are called the audio. So you can also detach the audio from the video, like just click on that video and just do detach the audio. So the audio separates from the video, and you can also delete the audio from the video. So if you don't need audio for this shot, so what am I going to do is I'm going to create a 360 barrel roll. So you can see this video is still and it's steady. It's in a single frame and it doesn't roll, or it doesn't move in a Dutch shot, or it doesn't do any other angles. So it's a straight video. It's just moving forward. That's it. So as I was telling before, I'm just going to create an B-roll, 360 roll in this video. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to create an inception kind of 360 roll here. So I'm just going to click the video over here, and I'm just going to keep the cursor over here. So in the timeline, it is selected. So now in this inspector, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform the video. So I'm in the transform. I'm going to rotate the video in upside down. So I'm just going to rotate the video upside down in 180. Yeah, you can see here, right? There is 180. So what I'm going to do is I've just rotated the video upside down. So near that 180, there is a symbol over here, the plus symbol, right? This symbol is called as keying. So I'm going to add a keyframe for this video. So I just press the keyframe. So you can see the keyframe has changed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the playhead over here to the end point. So now I've selected the end point. So I'm just going to roll the video and make it, yeah, so I'm going to just make it look like it was before. Yeah, so when now when you play the video, it's just going to rotate the whole video into 360. So as you can see, I have created a 360 roll without a camera shot or without any camera angles like that. So there are some spaces, there are some blank space over here. I think you can see there are some blank space over here. You can adjust it by transforming the video. That's not a bigger problem. So you can just adjust it. If you have taken a video in those kind of aspect ratio, it would be easier for you. There won't be any blank space like that. So this video, I just took it for a reference. So there are some blank space over there. So it's very easy to create a 360 roll on Final Cut Pro. Just a simple keying method only. So you can see here. You can just see over here, there are no any flaws, or it's just really very smooth. The turn is very smooth. Yeah, so it's very simple to create an inception kind of 360 roll on Final Cut Pro. The interface are not so complicated on Final Cut Pro, and there are some good things in Final Cut Pro. Like you don't need to save your project for every second. It automatically saves your project inside a folder in your laptop, and it saves it and it takes a backup every time, every second. What all the changes you're doing, it's everything is being saved in your backup. So you don't need to worry about just if you have some work, if you closed your laptop and if you went somewhere, or if you forgot to save, it's not at all an issue for Final Cut Pro. It just keeps on saving at the background for you. So those are some interesting things about Final Cut Pro. And so next thing which I'm going to show you is keying, green matte keying. So how to key a green matte video, and how to give some backgrounds for a green matte guy or a green matte kind of video, a live kind of videos. So let me show you how to create a green matte kind of videos. So what I'm going to do is, here is a guy you can see here, right? So am I audible for you guys, and can you see my presenting?
Yes, Pratish.
Yeah, okay, sure. So there is a guy who is running, okay? So in this frame, there's a guy running in a green screen. So this is not a video which is taken in a green screen. It is artificially, they have cut this man from a real video and they have just added a green screen over this. So we can look at it briefly if you are willing to join our classes. So we can look at that in a brief way in the video editing sessions. So what I'm going to show you is just how to key a green matte video and give it some backgrounds, make this video as some interesting thing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to make this man run on a floor. No, but if this man just runs on a floor, it just looks very ordinary and simple, no? So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to make this little bit interesting. So I'm going to make this man run in a video game. So I think everyone knows about Mario. So I'm going to make this man run in a Mario video game. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to add another video. So a Mario background. So this is a Mario background. You can see at the background. So there is a Mario video background running at the background of this man. So what I'm going to do is, there is a green screen in the middle. So I just added the video below the man so that it doesn't overlay the man in the video. So the object which is in the background, no? So background video should be at the down of the object which is on top of the main video should be always on the top, which you're going to showcase who is going to be presented mainly. So every time the main video should be on the top of the background video. So I'm just going to keep the background video at below the man who is running over here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to FX over here. You can see FX over here, yeah? So at the effect, there is something called as keying. So these are inbuilt effects in Final Cut Pro. So there is something called as keying. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to drag the key over here. You can see while I'm touching the key here, you can see here the man is running, but there are no background. Yeah, it automatically cuts the green screen from the video when the key here is on top of the video. So I'm just going to drag the key here and put it on top of the video. So now you can see there is no green screen over here. So I just cut off the green screen from that man who is running. So we can also it little bit looks odd from this video, no? So the man is very bigger than the video. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to transform the man into a small guy. So I'm just going to click the video over here on the top of the green matte guy's video. So I'm just clicking here, and here there is, in the left corner there is something called as transform. So I'm going to click the transform here and just going to adjust the size. Here there are some blue points, no? So you can just adjust the man, you can just shrink the man, you can just expand the man. So through these points you can just uh, define the size of the man. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink the man little bit and just drag the man. Just click the middle part and just going to drag the man and just going to place where he's going to start running. Okay. So I placed the man on the background video. So, and there are no skies in the background, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a sky at the background. So there are no green screen at the background video, right? But it can also take away the blue screen also. In a film industry, there are two types of screens called as green screen and blue screen. In major films, they use blue screen, like a high budget films like Avengers and Aquaman. They use blue screens. In some places like advertisement in news and all, they use green screen like that. So there are some specific reasons for why they use the green screen and blue screen. We don't want to go more deeper on that subjects and all. So let's see how I'm creating the videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take away the blue screen over here at the background of the background. So I'm just going to move the key to the bottom video and just going to drop it. So I took away the blue. You all can see it, right? So I just took away the blue from the background video. Now I'm going to place another video at the bottom of the background video so that it can be seen. So I'm just layering the videos. I'm just adding on some layers for the videos. So I'm just moving the video. So let me just cut off the unwanted things from this video. So to cut the video in Final Cut Pro is very simple. You just need to use a razor tool or a blade tool. If you just click B on a keyboard, you can just get something like this, like a blade over here. You can see it, right? So when you click on the place where you want to cut off the video, just click it, then the video has been cut. Just delete it, and I'm just moving it on the timeline where it should be started. The sky should be started. So now you can see it, right? So the background has been changed. I didn't do anything specific or something special like that. I just add layers in the videos, and I just took off the green screen from the videos which I have used through keying. So you can see here. So it's very simple. It's as easy as using a KineMaster or something like a mobile version editing software also. So it's, even if you don't have a basic knowledge of editing also, if you don't have any specific knowledge of editing or about films, they can also use this software. So it's a user-friendly, it's a really user-friendly software. Final Cut Pro is a very user-friendly software. So you can just try it. It's very simple to use. So you can also add some musics for this. You can edit audio in this. So let me show you how to edit audio in this. So I'm just dragging an audio and just placing it below of this video. So as you can see, there is an audio. I just placed an audio at the bottom of the video. So there is a line over here, right? This is called as dB, the volume level of the audio. So you can just raise the audio. Don't let the audio in a video to peak always. So if there is an yellow line over here, right? So you can see there's a mild yellow line over here. It means the audio is peaking out. Peaking means it's very high for this video. The audio level is very high for this video. So you can just adjust the audio level by just pulling it down. Or you can also fade the audio if you want to just finish an audio, finish a video with a fade cut of audio. So you can just fade the audio. So right over here, this at the corner of the audio file, right? You can just see a small thing like this. So if you just pull over here, it just fades away. From here to here, it just starts to fade the audio and just stops at the end of it. So like this, you can also edit an audio while you're clicking the audio file in this inspector. It changes. Look, you can also control the audio levels over here like this, or you can also equalize the audio in the video. You can just change it for voice. You can just change it as voice. If there is any dubbing voices like that for the video, so you can just change it into voice enhance. If you want to enhance the music alone, you can just select as music enhance. So there are multiple selections, multiple options for this. So this is something called as loudness. So you can just increase the amount of loudness either than peaking over here, no? So you can just increase the amount of loudness over here. So even here, you just don't go more than 50% and above, because it starts to peak. When the audio level is more than 50% and above, it just starts to peak out. So don't let the audio to peak out. So if there are some like I was saying, the live recording audios which you need to add in a video, or if you have just recorded a voice in your own laptop and just added to the video, you can just there might be some noise in your audios or in your videos. So to remove it, you can just click it and the audios will be removed. You can see the differences over here. Before there was the waveform will be different while there was no noise reduction. So when you click over the noise reduction, the waveforms will change. It just compresses the noise, where it automatically compresses the noise where the noise are too high or some air noises like that. So something like that. So hum removal is nothing. Just if you are just if there are some phase which you are talking in an audio and you're just humming, like it's kind of frequency. When you hum, no, there are some kind of frequency that there will be some unwanted frequencies. So you can just remove it, like you're removing the noise also. So you can also pan over here. So when you select it, no, there will be some options like surround panning. If you have if you need to pan over the audio which you are using for the video, so you can just move it over here. So it just moves off. You can see, right? I couldn't stream the audio because I have not selected the audio streaming for this video, so I couldn't stream the audio for you guys. So I'm just giving you an example, so that you you can just look over it. Yeah. So you can also move it over here also. And you can add some amount of amount of space in between the stereo and mono. So you can just play over here, and you can just give some space for a surround sound also. So there are so many ways to use Final Cut Pro. So it's not too complicated to use the software also. So, and you can add some effects like transition effects just by dragging and dropping a transition effects. It's very simple. By cutting over here, and I'm just going to add a transition. It's not a big deal. Just I'm going to cross this all over here, and you can also adjust it by moving it till where you need a transition. So here you can see I've just given a cross dissolve transition, so you might not have some difference over here. So you can just add as many as transition for how many cuts you are giving for the video. So you can do so many different kind of things and so many interesting things on Final Cut Pro. So we are also conducting a course on Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro. If you are interested, you can also join in our courses.
Thank you, Pratish.
Yeah.
Your session was really awesome. Thanks, Samir.
Yeah.
And guys who have attended this webinar, you have a special offer. And as I told you earlier, these programs are powered by Google. You'll be getting a Google certification. We have our full-time courses. So we can opt for our full-time courses for Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro. Basically, these courses are set at 8,000 and 12,000 rupees, but due to the Google powering, we are giving it at 999 and 1,000 rupees. Please contact the admin if you guys are really interested. Use this coupon code. This is especially for you guys. This will be for a very limited time. So please contact the admins. They will help you out or guide you in enrolling with the courses.
Yeah, so guys, thank you everyone for attending this session. I hope we were very informative, and we hope that you take something from this webinar. And also we will be conducting many softwares where we will be giving you in-depth knowledges on various different things. So as others, we are not here to just make money. Our main motive is to share our knowledges and create many creators and visual artists and creative artists. So that is why we are here. You can contact our admins, get the details for the courses. We have many courses on different topics, so you can join us, take insights from us. As soon as you join the course, we are always available for clearing your doubts, taking sessions, and we have designed the course in such a way that it is highly practical way, not a theoretical way. So this is the main motive of this particular webinars. We want to give you practical skill, not theory skill, where others 90% of others give you the theory skills, but we have tailored the program in such a way that it is full of practicals, and you will learn a hell lot of things from us. So thank you for joining the session. I look forward to see you on the courses. See you on the other side.